As expected, much of the critique of Major Hassan has turned into a critique and condemnation of Islam. People are saying he should have been profiled, all Muslims should be profiled. People are saying get rid of all Muslims, not only in the military, but also in America. People are saying go and read the Quran, it preaches terrorism. And it had me thinking about the quote that said, one man's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter. And it also had me thinking about the history of Christianity throughout the world. Yes, Christianity has served as a source for good for many places and people in the world, but historically it has also been a terrorist religion for many people. Just look at the enslavement of Africans. Look at what happened with the Native Americans. And so much of that existed because people said these people did not know the quote-unquote one true God. And if you look at the history of women in the United States and how the Bible was used to justify a woman's position in their home, and we're still dealing with issues of equal pay because of what was preached in the Bible. Yes, it has been a source of good for many people, but also it has been used to subjugate people. And this is the same with Islam. Islam has also contributed much to the world, whether it's in the fields of math or sciences, and there are a lot of positive aspects of Islam going on in the world today that we don't see and we don't talk about. But we cannot condemn an entire religion based on what a minority of the people do. When I talk to Christians about those who were enslavers, they say they were not true Christians. Or I talk to them about other people who practice genocidal practices who preach Christianity, they say they were not true Christians. But yet when we get to Islam, we say blanket statements about all Islamic peoples. And that's problematic, ladies and gentlemen. We have to practice what we preach. And we know that it's not fair to condemn all Christians, and therefore it's not fair to condemn all Muslims. Those who are practicing an extreme perversion of their religion, of course, need to be condemned and need to be challenged, of course. But we have to use history as our lens and make sure that we are not going to be repeating mistakes of the past, whether it's calling for another Holocaust, rounding up all Muslims here in the United States, or anything even on a serious more level than that. Let's get it together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop the condemning and let's start constructing, because everybody has some blood on their hands at some point as relates to the world's major religions.